Have you ever found yourself in the midst of a heated argument, feeling as though you were on the verge of exploding? We've all been there, whether it's a disagreement in the office, a spat with a loved one, or a contentious debate online. But what if I told you there was a way to navigate conflict without resorting to figurative or literal fisticuffs? Enter the ancient Stoics, masters of emotional control and reason, who offer incredible strategies for facing your adversaries with grace and poise. In this video, you'll discover 13 Stoic-inspired techniques for tackling conflict head-on, drawn from the wisdom of great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Trust me, while these methods may require more patience and effort than throwing punches, the rewards, inner peace, long-lasting solutions, and potentially transformed relationships are well worth the effort. So, are you ready to learn how to navigate conflict like a true Stoic? Remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can catch all of our videos on facing life's challenges with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. After all, your most significant victory lies not in external battles, but in mastering your mind and heart. Emotion control. Mastering your emotions prevents enemies from provoking you. For centuries, Stoicism has served as a guiding light for those seeking to navigate the turbulent waters of life. Its core tenets, emphasizing reason, virtue, and emotional control, have resonated with countless individuals, from Roman emperors like myself, Marcus Aurelius, to esteemed philosophers like Seneca. This philosophy offers a powerful framework for achieving genuine triumph, not through physical dominance, but through the mastery of one's own emotional landscape. Those who endeavor to incite you, whether they be adversaries of great magnitude or mere trifling rivals, wield a weapon far more potent than any forged from steel: the unchecked fury of your own emotions. Succumbing to the lure of impulsive reactions only serves to relinquish control of one's reason and actions, leading down a treacherous path towards self-ruin rather than genuine victory. Consider, if you will, the metaphor of your adversary as a tumultuous sea, its waves crashing against the fragile vessel of your resolve. To navigate such tempestuous waters by reacting fervently to every crest and trough is to court inevitable disaster. Stoicism, however, imparts the wisdom of the steadfast captain, resolute amidst the chaos, steering the vessel of their consciousness by the unwavering compass of reason and virtue. By steadfastly refusing to be provoked, the attempts of adversaries to disrupt one's equilibrium are reduced to mere transient disturbances, easily weathered and ultimately inconsequential. In essence, their provocations are rendered impotent, their efforts to unsettle you in vain. Moreover, contemplate the toll exacted upon one's own well-being by succumbing to the siren song of emotional reactivity. Anger, for instance, serves only to obfuscate sound judgment and ignite the flames of impetuous decision-making. Words may be spoken in haste, actions taken in folly, the repercussions of which may reverberate far beyond the initial spark of fury. Conversely, maintaining a state of equanimity affords the clarity necessary to appraise circumstances with lucidity. Armed with this clarity, one may select their responses with discernment, leveraging the weaknesses of adversaries while safeguarding their own interests. In this light, the emotional tumult of adversaries metamorphoses into a glaring vulnerability, while one's poised demeanor commands respect and, perhaps, even instills a sense of trepidation in those who bear witness. Conceive, if you will, of your adversary as a wild beast, bristling with ferocity, its fangs bared and its claws unsheathed. A lesser combatant might be tempted to meet such savagery with a like-minded display of aggression. The Stoic, however, perceives the danger inherent in such an approach and elects to pursue a different course of action. Maintaining a state of tranquil observation from a prudent distance, one endeavors to comprehend the nature and motivations of the beast. Perhaps its aggression stems from a place of fear or desperation, or perchance it seeks to intimidate through sheer force of presence. Armed with this understanding, one may devise a non-violent stratagem to neutralize the threat posed by the beast, whether through diversion or the provision of an avenue for retreat. In the denouement, the beast is subdued not by brute force, but through the application of sagacity and strategic acumen. Lastly, through the mastery of one's emotions, an aura of strength and self-possession is projected, a specter that can prove profoundly deleterious to the morale of one's adversaries. Envision, if you will, two warriors locked in confrontation. One bellows forth a torrent of threats and invective, his countenance twisted in the throes of unchecked rage. The other stands resolute and composed, a bastion of unyielding fortitude. Which of the two appears more formidable? Which inspires greater confidence in their allies and instills greater apprehension in their foes? The unbridled fury of the former betrays an underlying vulnerability and fear, while the tranquil demeanor of the latter speaks volumes of inner fortitude and indomitable will. Indeed, this psychological warfare, waged through the medium of emotional mastery, can prove every bit as devastating as any physical conquest, if not more so. The true triumph of Stoicism, however, extends far beyond the battlefield. The mastery of our emotions transcends the realm of mere victory over external adversaries. It is a lifelong pursuit that cultivates inner peace, resilience, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. By remaining unfazed by external provocations, we free ourselves from the shackles of resentment and anger, paving the way for a life of purpose and fulfillment. The power of patience in action or inaction, can disarm adversaries. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wasn't just a ruler. He was a master of patience. Unlike many of his hot-headed contemporaries, he understood the perils of impulsive reactions. In the whirlwind of governing a vast empire, a single rash decision could spell disaster. But this philosophy transcended the battlefield. Patience, for Aurelius, was a weapon, not of steel, but of reason and timing. By wielding it skillfully, one could disarm adversaries without a fight, leaving them defeated and sputtering. At the heart of Stoicism lies the recognition of what we can and cannot control. The world throws things our way. The actions of others, unforeseen circumstances, even the outcomes of our own choices. These are largely out of our hands. What we can control, however, is our response. By waiting for the right moment, we gather information, assess the situation coolly, and formulate a plan fueled by reason, not anger. This calculated approach allows us to exploit weaknesses and strike when our opponent is most vulnerable. Imagine a furious bull, snorting and pawing the ground in a menacing display. Charging in recklessly would be akin to poking a hornet's nest. A patient Stoic, however, observes the bull's movements, waits for its charge to lose steam, and then calmly steps aside. The bull, having expended its energy in a futile display, becomes easier to subdue or even ignore. In the same way, a patient individual allows their adversary to exhaust themselves through emotional outbursts, rash decisions, or simply by waiting for the anger to simmer down. This not only protects you from their immediate threat, but it also reveals their character and vulnerabilities like cracks in a facade. But patience offers an even greater advantage. While your opponent fumes impotently, you can seize the initiative. Build alliances, gather resources, solidify your position. Public opinion often sides with the calm and collected party, especially when their adversary displays emotional volatility. This shift in perception weakens your opponent's influence and strengthens your own. By the time you choose to act, the battle may already be half won, victory secured through a well-timed maneuver rather than a brutal brawl. Here's the key: patience is not passivity. It's a form of active strategizing. While waiting, a Stoic hones their skills, strengthens their resolve, and prepares for the most opportune moment. This period of quiet observation allows them to identify their opponent's weaknesses and formulate a plan that exploits them. When the time is right, their actions will be swift, decisive, and far more effective than a knee-jerk reaction fueled by anger. Marcus Aurelius himself said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." True victory lies not just in defeating your enemy, but in becoming the best version of yourself. By mastering patience, you cultivate reason, wisdom, and self-control, qualities that inspire respect and loyalty, ultimately leading to a far more enduring and satisfying form of success. This victory isn't about crushing your opponent, but about rising above them entirely. The strength in silence. Choosing silence over conflict undermines an enemy's efforts. One of the profound insights we'd like to impart is the profound impact of silence. At first glance, it might seem counterintuitive, but within the vast tapestry of Stoic teachings, the embrace of silence emerges as a potent tool, far surpassing the efficacy of fiery retorts or vengeful actions. Picture this: a nemesis, someone intent on provoking you, disrupting your inner calm. In the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic luminary, lies counsel to deny them the gratification of a reaction. Consider your adversary's provocations as pebbles cast into a serene pond. Should you respond with indignation or fury, you become the turbulent waters, stirred and unsettled. The pebble achieves its aim. However, in opting for silence, you transform into the tranquil depths. The pebble sinks without impact, leaving the surface unruffled. Your antagonist's bid to disturb your peace falters. This isn't an act of cowardice. Rather, it's a testament to true strength. It takes immense discipline to govern one's emotions and opt for silence over succumbing to the tempest of anger. By withholding your reaction, you strip your adversary of the ability to manipulate your feelings, quelling their flames with the coolness of rationality. Moreover, silence affords clarity of observation. Amidst the fervor of a dispute, rationality often gives way to impulsive words or deeds. Silence, however, creates a space for objective assessment. Is this conflict truly deserving of your attention and energy? Perhaps your adversary seeks only to manipulate, or maybe the discord stems from a misunderstanding. Through silence, you gain the opportunity to discern the optimal course of action, whether it entails calmly elucidating your standpoint, disengaging entirely, or revisiting the issue once emotions have subsided. There's also a strategic edge to embracing silence. Your adversary likely thrives on chaos and contention, anticipating a reaction. By denying them that satisfaction, you leave them disoriented and off-kilter. They may escalate their attempts to provoke, but your silence unveils their ploys for what they are: juvenile endeavors to incite a response. This not only showcases your internal composure, but also underscores your opponent's vulnerability. Their efforts to disrupt you merely serve to expose their folly and impetuousness. Recall, genuine triumph lies not in vanquishing others, but in mastering oneself. Through embracing silence in the face of provocation, you exhibit dominion over your emotions, asserting that you are not beholden to external circumstances, but rather the architect of your own destiny. This inner fortitude surpasses any outward manifestation of aggression, echoing not just in the moment, but resonating throughout your life, sculpting you into a paragon of quiet potency and resolute determination. Delving into the depths of your adversary lies at the heart of the Stoic technique for conflict resolution. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a furious river, its rapids foaming and churning with rage. Rather than impulsively diving in, a prudent Stoic would pause, their gaze focused not on the turbulent surface, but on the invisible depths below. This metaphor captures the Stoic philosophy's essence of navigating conflicts not by engaging with the chaotic surface, but by understanding the deeper currents at play. The Stoics taught that the initial emotional turmoil we experience in conflicts is much like the river's surface, loud, intense, and often misleading. To manage these situations effectively, one must resist the urge to react immediately. Instead, taking a step back allows for a more comprehensive and insightful examination of the conflict's true nature, much like observing the river's depths. Entering into the mind of your opponent is the crux of this tactic. The Stoics believe that true understanding comes from seeing beyond one's own perspective. In modern psychological terms, this translates to exercising empathy, which is crucial in conflict resolution. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of another, a skill that has been shown to be immensely beneficial in resolving disputes. A study published in the Journal of Conflict Resolution highlighted that empathy allows individuals to anticipate the needs and concerns of others, leading to more amicable and effective solutions. By striving to understand the motivations, fears, and desires of your adversary, you not only humanize them but also gain valuable insights that can inform your approach to resolving the conflict. Instead of reacting hastily, take a step back, inhale deeply, and mentally pan out to examine the circumstances with dispassionate interest. This practice of detachment aligns with the Stoic principle of maintaining emotional equanimity. Emotional detachment does not mean indifference, but rather the ability to view a situation objectively, free from the distortions of heightened emotions. Research by the American Psychological Association indicates that individuals who can regulate their emotions effectively tend to handle conflicts more constructively. By maintaining a calm and collected demeanor, you can analyze the situation more clearly, identify the key issues at hand, and develop strategies that are not tainted by anger or frustration. This level-headedness is not only beneficial in resolving the immediate conflict, but also in preventing future ones from arising. By adopting this emotional separation, you can engage in more profound observation and logical reasoning. The Stoics placed a high value on rational thought and logic, considering them essential tools for navigating life's challenges. In conflict resolution, this means relying on objective analysis and critical thinking rather than being swayed by emotional impulses. The Harvard Negotiation Project found that negotiators who prioritize logical reasoning over emotional responses tend to achieve more favorable outcomes. By focusing on the facts and logical arguments, you can dissect the conflict more accurately, identifying the underlying issues and potential solutions. This rational approach not only helps in resolving the conflict, but also in creating an environment where rational discourse can thrive, leading to more meaningful and productive interactions. Probing beneath the surface to understand the underlying motivations driving your adversary's behavior is essential. This involves a thorough analysis of the root causes of the conflict and the fundamental needs and desires of the parties involved. Conflict resolution expert Kenneth Cloak emphasizes that understanding these deeper motivations can transform adversarial interactions into collaborative problem-solving efforts. By addressing the core issues, you can move beyond surface-level disagreements and find solutions that satisfy the deeper needs of both parties. This deeper understanding fosters a sense of empathy and cooperation, which are crucial for achieving lasting resolutions. In practical terms, this might involve asking open-ended questions, listening actively, and seeking to understand the context in which the adversary is operating. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to conflict resolution emphasizes the importance of pausing, reflecting, and seeking deeper understanding. By avoiding impulsive reactions and focusing on the underlying causes of conflict, individuals can engage in more effective and rational resolution strategies. This method not only helps in resolving the immediate issue, but also fosters a more empathetic and logical approach to handling future conflicts. Embracing these Stoic principles can lead to more harmonious and productive interactions, both personally and professionally. The emphasis on understanding, empathy, and rationality provides a robust framework for navigating the complexities of human relationships and the conflicts that inevitably arise within them. Choosing your battles wisely is the next Stoic tactic for conflict resolution, emphasizing the importance of discernment in deciding where to direct your energy and attention. Picture yourself standing before a vast battleground, each argument and point of contention representing a potential conflict. A prudent Stoic would pause, evaluating each terrain carefully before leaping into the fray. This evaluation process is crucial in determining whether the conflict at hand is worth engaging in. For example, a minor disagreement with a colleague over a trivial matter might not warrant the same energy and resources as a significant ethical issue within your organization. The Stoics taught that not all battles are worth fighting, and by carefully choosing which conflicts to engage in, one can conserve energy for the battles that truly matter. Is the battle worth fighting? This question can be analyzed through various lenses, including potential outcomes, personal well-being, and the impact on relationships. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Organizational Behavior found that employees who engage in frequent, low-stakes conflicts at work experience higher levels of stress and lower job satisfaction. This finding underscores the importance of discerning which conflicts are truly worth the effort. By avoiding unnecessary disputes, individuals can protect their mental and physical health. For example, in personal relationships, constantly engaging in minor squabbles can erode trust and intimacy. Conversely, focusing on resolving major issues can strengthen the bond between partners. Consider the scenario of a family disagreement over a minor issue like household chores. Engaging in frequent arguments about such trivial matters can create a toxic environment, draining energy and causing unnecessary stress. However, addressing more significant issues, such as financial planning or parenting strategies, can lead to constructive outcomes that enhance family harmony and cooperation. The ability to differentiate between trivial and substantial conflicts is a skill that can improve the quality of interpersonal relationships and overall life satisfaction. Will it affect your health or the things that matter most to you? This question is central to the Stoic philosophy. Seneca, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, advised delaying our response to provocations, suggesting that time can provide clarity and reduce emotional reactivity. In practical terms, this means taking a step back before reacting to a conflict, allowing yourself time to assess whether the issue is significant enough to warrant your attention. For example, if a conflict is likely to have a long-term impact on your career or personal life, it may be worth engaging in. Conversely, if the conflict is minor and unlikely to have lasting consequences, it might be better to let it go. By applying the tenets of Stoic philosophy, such as Seneca's advice to delay, Epictetus's reminder to question our perceptions, and Marcus Aurelius's principle of quiet contemplation, you can discern which conflicts are truly significant and worthy of your time and energy. Epictetus taught that our perceptions often distort reality, leading us to misjudge the importance of certain conflicts. By questioning our initial perceptions and seeking a more objective viewpoint, we can better assess the true nature of a conflict. Marcus Aurelius advocated for quiet contemplation, suggesting that by taking time to reflect, we can achieve greater clarity and make more deliberate choices. For example, if you find yourself in a heated debate, taking a moment to step back and reflect on the core issues can help you decide whether to continue or to disengage. In the workplace, a manager might face numerous daily conflicts, from minor disputes among team members to significant strategic disagreements with senior management. By employing Stoic principles, the manager can assess which conflicts merit immediate attention and which can be deferred or delegated. This approach not only conserves the manager's energy, but also ensures that they are focusing on issues that have a substantial impact on the organization's success. Studies in organizational behavior suggest that leaders who prioritize significant conflicts over minor ones are more effective and achieve better outcomes for their teams and organizations. By focusing your efforts on matters of genuine importance, you can address them with greater effectiveness and focus, ultimately achieving a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. This approach not only conserves your energy, but also ensures that you are dedicating your resources to conflicts that truly matter. For instance, rather than expending energy on trivial disagreements, you can focus on larger issues such as career advancement, personal growth, or meaningful relationships. Statistics from various studies on conflict resolution indicate that individuals who prioritize significant conflicts over minor ones report higher levels of satisfaction and well-being. In essence, by choosing your battles wisely, you can navigate life's challenges with greater purpose and clarity, leading to a more balanced and harmonious life. Choosing your battles also involves understanding the long-term implications of engaging in certain conflicts. For example, in social or political activism, it's essential to weigh the potential impact of your efforts against the resources required. Activists often face numerous causes and injustices, but by focusing on issues where they can make a tangible difference, they can achieve more substantial and lasting change. This strategic approach is supported by research from the field of social psychology, which suggests that targeted efforts are more likely to result in successful outcomes compared to scattered, unfocused activism. Moreover, in personal development, the concept of choosing your battles wisely can be applied to internal conflicts and self-improvement goals. Rather than attempting to address all personal flaws and challenges simultaneously, which can be overwhelming and counterproductive, focusing on one or two key areas at a time can lead to more significant and sustainable progress. For instance, someone might decide to prioritize improving their physical health and stress management before tackling other areas like career advancement or financial planning. This methodical approach is more likely to yield positive results and enhance overall well-being. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to conflict resolution through the principle of choosing your battles wisely underscores the importance of discernment, strategic thinking, and emotional regulation. By carefully evaluating each conflict, considering its significance, and applying Stoic principles such as delay, perception questioning, and quiet contemplation, individuals can conserve their energy for issues that truly matter. This not only leads to more effective conflict resolution, but also promotes a more balanced and fulfilling life. Whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or broader social contexts, the ability to choose one's battles wisely is a valuable skill that can enhance both individual well-being and collective harmony. Embracing this Stoic tactic can help navigate the complexities of modern life with greater wisdom, purpose, and peace. According to Marcus Aurelius, it is often enough to hold your tongue and let things pass simply. Ignoring small slights or deciding against getting into pointless arguments can be incredibly self-controlling ways to maintain your inner calm. The cost-benefit analysis of Stoicism advises analyzing the advantages and disadvantages of engaging in conflict. Every disagreement comes with a price regarding mental effort and possible outcomes. Comparing the likely emotional costs of losing the disagreement with the potential rewards of winning is crucial. The purest kind of strength is sometimes knowing when to give up with dignity. Remember, selecting your battles strategically does not imply weakness or indifference. It's about realizing how limited your time and energy are and using them wisely. By applying this Stoic knowledge, you may navigate life's battlefield more focused and save your strength for the moments that matter. Speaking with calm and clarity is the third Stoic tactic for conflict resolution. This approach emphasizes expressing your demands and concerns without resorting to aggression or insults, fostering a more constructive and respectful dialogue. Rooted in the insights of Stoic thinkers such as Seneca, this tactic aims to promote understanding and reduce hostility through effective communication. Seneca, in his writings, frequently highlighted the importance of measured and deliberate speech, suggesting that speaking thoughtfully can prevent misunderstandings and reduce conflict. By maintaining composure and clarity in your communication, you create an environment where both parties can discuss their issues more openly and productively. Developing active listening skills is a fundamental component of this Stoic approach. Active listening involves fully concentrating on what your opponent is saying, understanding their message, responding thoughtfully, and remembering the details of the conversation. This skill is crucial because it demonstrates respect and a willingness to understand the other person's perspective. A study published in the International Journal of Listening found that individuals who practice active listening are more likely to resolve conflicts effectively and maintain positive relationships. When you listen actively, you validate the other person's feelings and show that you are genuinely interested in resolving the conflict, which can de-escalate tensions and pave the way for a more meaningful dialogue. Respecting your opponent's emotions and validating their experiences, even if you disagree, is another key element of speaking with calm and clarity. Emotional validation involves acknowledging the other person's feelings without necessarily agreeing with their viewpoint. Research from the field of emotional intelligence has shown that validating emotions can significantly reduce conflict and enhance mutual understanding. For example, if a friend expresses frustration over feeling neglected, acknowledging their feelings by saying, "I can see why you feel that way, and I'm sorry you feel neglected," can help ease their frustration. This approach aligns with the Stoic practice of empathy and understanding, fostering a more compassionate and effective way to address conflicts. Raising any concerns using "I" statements is a practical and powerful strategy for communicating your needs and feelings without placing blame on the other person. This technique helps prevent the other person from becoming defensive and opens the door to a more constructive conversation. For instance, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," which is accusatory, you might say, "I feel unheard when my opinions are not considered." This shift in language can make a significant difference in how your message is received and can lead to more productive outcomes. Studies in communication and conflict resolution have demonstrated that using "I" statements can reduce defensiveness and promote a more collaborative, problem-solving approach. The ultimate objective of speaking with calm and clarity is to solve problems, not to score points. This mindset focuses on addressing the root causes of conflict rather than engaging in a win-lose battle. Starting the discussion with a question that emphasizes cooperative problem-solving, such as, "How can we work together to resolve this issue?" sets a positive and collaborative tone. Research from the Harvard Negotiation Project highlights the effectiveness of framing conflicts as mutual problems to be solved, rather than battles to be won. This approach encourages both parties to view the conflict from a broader perspective and work together towards a resolution that satisfies both sides. Moreover, practicing calm and clear speech is a skill that improves with patience and practice. Consistently applying these principles in your interactions can lead to more effective conflict resolution and more harmonious relationships. For example, in a workplace setting, leaders who communicate calmly and clearly are often more successful in resolving conflicts and maintaining a positive work environment. According to a study by the Center for Creative Leadership, leaders who demonstrate strong communication skills, including active listening and clear speech, are more effective in managing teams and achieving organizational goals. Similarly, in personal relationships, those who communicate with calm and clarity are more likely to build trust and intimacy with their partners. In addition, speaking with calm and clarity can have a positive impact on your own mental and emotional well-being. When you communicate in this manner, you are less likely to become emotionally overwhelmed or reactive, which can help you maintain a sense of inner peace and stability. The Stoics believe that tranquility of mind is essential for a fulfilling life, and effective communication is a key component of achieving this tranquility. By focusing on clear and calm speech, you can reduce the stress and anxiety associated with conflicts and create a more positive and supportive environment for yourself and those around you. Finally, The Stoic tactic of speaking with calm and clarity emphasizes the importance of effective communication and conflict resolution. By developing active listening skills, respecting your opponent's emotions, using I statements, and focusing on problem solving, you can create a more constructive and respectful dialogue. This approach not only helps in resolving conflicts, but also fosters mutual understanding and respect, leading to more harmonious relationships. Embracing this Stoic tactic can enhance your ability to navigate conflicts effectively and contribute to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Whether in personal or professional settings, the ability to speak with calm and clarity is a valuable skill that can improve both your interactions and your overall well-being. Patience is a fundamental aspect of the Stoic approach to conflict resolution, recognizing that it can take time to find common ground. When engaging in conflicts, whether personal or professional, patience allows individuals to step back and evaluate the situation thoroughly, avoiding hasty decisions that might exacerbate the problem. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, patience is linked to reduced stress levels and improved mental health, which are crucial for maintaining a calm and clear mind during conflict resolution. By being patient, you give yourself and others the time needed to process emotions, understand different perspectives, and work towards a mutually acceptable solution. This deliberate pace helps prevent the escalation of conflict and fosters a more thoughtful and empathetic approach to problem solving. Understanding and recognizing accomplishments, as well as accepting failures, are essential components of the Stoic philosophy in conflict resolution. Every step towards cooperation, no matter how small, is a step away from confrontation. Celebrating these small victories can reinforce positive behavior and build momentum towards resolving larger issues. For example, a study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that acknowledging employees' small achievements significantly boosts morale and productivity, leading to a more harmonious workplace environment. Similarly, being patient and understanding when setbacks occur helps maintain a constructive attitude. Instead of viewing failures as obstacles, Stoics see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset encourages continuous improvement and resilience, key factors in resolving conflicts over time. Embarking on a path beyond simple solutions requires recognizing the deeper connections between experiences and laying the groundwork for a more peaceful future. This approach is about seeing conflicts not just as isolated incidents, but as part of a larger tapestry of interactions and relationships. By understanding the underlying causes and contexts of conflicts, individuals can address root issues rather than just symptoms. For instance, a study by the Harvard Business Review on conflict resolution strategies highlights that addressing underlying issues leads to more sustainable and long-lasting solutions. This deeper understanding helps in creating a shared vision and common goals, which are vital for fostering cooperation and reducing future conflicts. The Stoic technique emphasizes that every effort to find common ground is a step towards building a more peaceful and collaborative environment. Looking for a standard route and remembering that those who ascend together, guided by the light of shared ideals and interests, will reach the height of understanding, is a powerful Stoic principle. This idea underscores the importance of aligning with others based on shared values and common objectives. In conflict resolution, this means finding commonalities that unite rather than divide. A study by the Conflict Resolution Quarterly found that conflicts are more effectively resolved when parties focus on shared interests rather than positions. By identifying and working towards common goals, individuals can build stronger, more cooperative relationships. This collective ascent towards understanding fosters a sense of unity and collaboration, which is essential for long-term peace and harmony. The Stoic approach teaches that patience, understanding, and a focus on shared ideals are key to achieving deeper connections and more effective conflict resolution. Appeal to their inner values. Imagine yourself before a massive oak tree, its roots firmly entwined with the soil. It will take more than just raw force to move the oak. On the other hand, a prudent Stoic would be aware of the influence of the elements such as wind and water, which might subtly nudge something toward its ideals by whispering in its ear. This metaphor exemplifies the Stoic tactic of appealing to inner ideals, a potent instrument for skillfully and peacefully resolving disputes. By directing our attention to the rich soil of their values and ideas rather than taking direct aim at their persona, we can achieve more meaningful and lasting resolutions. Understanding and respecting their inner compass can produce solutions consistent with their fundamental beliefs, eventually resulting in more sincere buy-in and long-lasting agreements. To begin your Stoic journey towards value-driven persuasion, follow these steps. First, expose the value landscape. Become a valuable archaeologist by conducting thorough research before formulating your case. What principles do they adhere to? What values direct their behavior? Keep an eye on what they say and do, and note what they affirm or deny. By observing their actions and words closely, you can create a map of their value landscape. This map points out possible connections and helps you understand the motivations behind their behavior. For instance, if someone frequently speaks about fairness and justice, these values likely play a significant role in their decision-making process. Next, close the value divide by identifying common themes. Avoid assuming their values are completely at odds with yours. Seek out shared ideals, even if they don't seem to fit the circumstances at hand. For example, you might both appreciate duty, honesty, and fairness. Finding these common values acts as a link, enabling you to present your case in a way that appeals to them. A study from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology suggests that focusing on shared values can significantly increase cooperation and reduce conflict. When you highlight common ground, you pave the way for a more collaborative and less adversarial interaction. Once you clearly understand their values, adjust your message to fit them. Rather than trying to trick them, talk in a way that expresses their interests and concerns. This involves framing your values in a way that aligns with theirs, creating a sense of common ground without compromising your own principles. For instance, if you are negotiating a work-related conflict with a colleague who values teamwork, you might emphasize how your proposal will enhance team collaboration. By speaking in their vocabulary and addressing their concerns, you increase the likelihood of them being receptive to your ideas. Lastly, remember that respect is essential. Seek comprehension rather than dominance. Always be respectful and understanding during this process. Your objective is to help them find a solution that addresses your concerns and aligns with their values, rather than to control or exert dominance over them. This Stoic technique transforms you into a competent navigator rather than a warrior brandishing words, guiding your adversary to a place they can genuinely believe in. Fundamental transformation arises from resonance with the values that shape an individual's identity rather than from coercion. This strategy develops mutual respect and understanding, ultimately opening the door to advantageous solutions for all parties. Using humor wisely in conflict resolution. Imagine yourself walking a tightrope stretched over a gaping hole. A mistake can send you into the depths of offense. Yet, humor can help you stay upright, like a balancing pole. Using humor to resolve conflict is the essence of the sixth Stoic technique, encapsulated in this nuanced metaphor. Laughter undeniably reduces tension and fosters a more open atmosphere for discussion. A well-timed joke or playful demeanor can serve as a pressure release valve, allowing understanding to flourish and letting go of pent-up frustration. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "A joke is a fragile thing, and a jest may turn into an insult." We must use comedy with deliberate caution to fully realize its possibilities. Here are some guidelines to help you smoothly navigate the comedic tightrope. First, recognize your audience. Only some find the same things funny, so consider your opponent's humor style and personality before cracking a joke. What amuses them? In their opinion, which subjects could be delicate? Be cautious and err on the side of caution while making jokes because something that plays well with one person may offend another. A study in the Journal of Managerial Psychology found that humor, when appropriately used, can enhance workplace relationships and reduce conflict, but when misused, it can lead to misunderstandings and increased tensions. Seek out shared joy, not harm. The aim is to create a shared sense of humor, not use jokes to make fun of or denigrate your opponent. Humor that belittles oneself is frequently a safer bet since it demonstrates humility and a readiness to own up to mistakes. The timing of your humor is crucial. After reading the room, reread it. Humor can have disastrous results when misused. Before bringing in comedy, assess the situation's emotional intensity. It's better to wait until things have settled down if the tension is still high. Maintain calm and kindness, keeping insults and sarcasm at the door. Jokes that make light of sensitive subjects, stereotypes, or personal attacks should be avoided. The goal is to build bridges, not burn them. Lastly, use comedy as an instrument, not a crutch. Don't rely solely on humor to resolve conflicts. While it can be an effective tool, it should be part of a broader strategy that includes active listening, empathy, and clear communication. A study from the International Journal of Humor Research suggests that humor can facilitate conflict resolution by creating a positive and relaxed atmosphere, but it should be used judiciously and in conjunction with other conflict resolution techniques. By integrating humor wisely and thoughtfully into your approach, you can navigate conflicts with greater ease and foster more harmonious relationships. The role of humor in conflict resolution. To end an argument effectively, it's crucial to understand that while humor can be a helpful tool, it should never replace sincere communication or addressing critical issues. Humor should not be viewed as a miraculous fix for conflicts. Instead, it should be used sparingly to promote openness and lighten the atmosphere. Always err on the side of caution when incorporating humor into conflict resolution. If in doubt, it's better to avoid jokes entirely. Recall that it is much easier to gain trust than to regain it after a misstep. By including humor thoughtfully and judiciously, in line with Stoic principles, comedy can become an effective tool for rapport building, stress relief, and creating space for more meaningful conflict resolution, rather than a perilous tightrope walk. Using humor effectively in conflict resolution means recognizing its potential to unite rather than divide. When used appropriately, humor can transform tense situations into opportunities for understanding and resolution. A study by the Journal of Managerial Psychology indicates that humor, when used carefully, can significantly enhance workplace dynamics and reduce conflict. By making people laugh, you create a shared moment of joy that can diffuse anger and build a sense of camaraderie. However, this approach requires a nuanced understanding of your audience and the situation at hand. Humor should never be forced or used to belittle others, as this can backfire and escalate conflicts. Additionally, it's essential to balance humor with sincerity. While humor can ease tension, it should not distract from addressing the underlying issues. Effective conflict resolution involves honest, open communication where each party feels heard and understood. Using humor to avoid serious discussions can undermine trust and hinder the resolution process. A well-timed joke can break the ice, but it should lead into a more substantial conversation about the conflict. This balanced approach ensures that humor supports rather than substitutes genuine efforts to resolve issues. Studies have shown that humor can make people more receptive to dialogue, but it is the combination of humor with serious communication that leads to lasting solutions. Incorporating these Stoic ideas, humor can become a powerful tool for building rapport, relieving stress, and opening the door to more effective conflict resolution. Remember, the power of laughter lies in its ability to create connections and foster a sense of unity. When used judiciously, humor can turn tense situations into opportunities for understanding and resolution. This might surprise you, but sometimes a shared laugh can be the first step towards bridging a significant divide. The power of empathy in conflict resolution. Imagine yourself on a rugged mountain trail, staring across a gap at a fellow climber who seems to be going the other way. Their annoyance and rage crackle through the valley like a windstorm. Instead of hurling arguments across the chasm, the Stoic approach would be to descend gradually, bridge the gap, and extend an understanding hand. This metaphor captures the essence of the seventh strategy, the Stoic principle of expressing empathy. Empathy is an invaluable tool for resolving conflicts amicably, even during heated arguments. As Marcus Aurelius suggests, acknowledging the other person's sentiments and validating their experiences can create genuine connections and open the door to more fruitful conversations. To develop this Stoic superpower, start by changing your perspective from me to them. Try to see the world through their eyes and comprehend the situation from their point of view. What life events have influenced their emotions? What insecurities or concerns might be motivating them? This shift in perspective encourages empathy and enables you to recognize their distinct reality. According to research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, perspective-taking is a critical component of empathy that can lead to more effective conflict resolution and deeper understanding between parties. Pay attention to the words not spoken. Effective communication involves more than just listening to what is said. It requires paying close attention to nonverbal cues such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. These often reveal deeper feelings that words alone might obscure. For example, a person might say they are fine, but their crossed arms and averted gaze might suggest otherwise. By attuning yourself to these subtler signals, you can gain a fuller understanding of their emotional state and respond more empathetically. A study in the International Journal of Listening highlights that being attuned to nonverbal communication can significantly improve interpersonal understanding and conflict resolution. Lastly, strive to understand while actively listening without passing judgment. Recognize and appreciate their emotions rather than focusing solely on their behavior. Even if you disagree with their actions or opinions, let them know you are aware of and sympathetic to their feelings. This approach aligns with the Stoic practice of distinguishing between the person and their actions, promoting a more compassionate and constructive dialogue. Research from the field of emotional intelligence shows that acknowledging and validating emotions can de-escalate conflicts and build stronger relationships. By expressing empathy, you not only help resolve the immediate conflict, but also lay the groundwork for more positive interactions in the future. Using this Stoic technique, you become a competent navigator instead of a warrior brandishing words. You guide your adversary to a place they can genuinely believe in, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Fundamental transformation arises from resonance with the values that shape an individual's identity rather than from coercion. This strategy develops mutual respect and understanding and, in the end, opens the door to advantageous solutions for all parties involved. Acknowledging the significance of a situation to someone or recognizing their frustrations can serve as powerful tools in building trust and fostering healthier communication dynamics. These simple acts of empathy, grounded in an understanding of human emotions, can significantly reduce defensiveness and pave the way for constructive dialogue. When confronted with disagreements or conflicts, it's crucial to look beyond the surface and seek out the underlying sources of tension. Often, what appears as anger or irritation is merely a manifestation of deeper emotional wounds or unmet needs. By taking the time to uncover these hidden pains, we can approach conflicts with a greater sense of empathy and understanding. However, it's important to note that empathy does not equate to agreement. We can empathize with someone's perspective without compromising our own values or principles. Instead, empathy allows us to create a space for authentic dialogue, where differing viewpoints can be explored and understood without judgment. In addition to empathy, embracing the Stoic concept of empathy can offer valuable insights into conflict resolution. Stoicism encourages us to put ourselves in the shoes of others, viewing conflicts not as battles to be won, but as opportunities for mutual understanding and growth. One of the key principles of Stoicism is the art of compromise. Rather than seeking to impose our will upon others, we strive to find solutions that accommodate the needs and interests of all parties involved. This requires a willingness to bend and adapt, recognizing that rigid views and absolutes rarely lead to lasting resolutions. In practicing the Stoic art of compromise, we reframe conflicts as cooperative endeavors, focusing on finding solutions that work for everyone rather than perpetuating rivalries. This shift in perspective allows for more harmonious outcomes and encourages innovative approaches to problem solving. Central to the process of compromise is the identification of common objectives. By seeking out shared goals and values, even in the midst of disagreement, we lay the groundwork for finding mutually acceptable solutions. Moreover, setting priorities and being willing to let go of less important details can help streamline the negotiation process and focus our efforts on addressing the core issues at hand. This requires a degree of patience and flexibility, as compromises are rarely achieved in a single step. Ultimately, the goal of compromise is to find win-win solutions that promote harmony and justice for all parties involved. By embracing the Stoic principles of empathy and compromise, we demonstrate strength and resilience in the face of conflict, fostering healthier relationships and promoting mutual understanding. Envision yourself amidst a labyrinth of challenges, each twist and turn presenting seemingly insurmountable obstacles, no matter how diligently you strive to progress. This feeling of frustration often parallels the sensation of being ensnared within the complexities of conflict, where dialogue falters and resolution seems beyond reach. Yet, in these trying moments, Stoic philosophy offers a beacon of guidance, reminding us that we need not face our struggles in isolation. At the heart of Stoic wisdom lies the principle of seeking external assistance, not as a testament to weakness, but as a testament to our unwavering commitment to forging a path of positivity and growth. Consider, for instance, the role of a mediator or counselor, who acts as a neutral intermediary, skillfully navigating the intricate labyrinth of discord, much like a Stoic sage guiding their disciples towards enlightenment. Within the structured environment they provide, every voice is accorded significance, slicing through the emotional thicket that often impedes fruitful communication. Emotions frequently obscure our capacity to grasp the perspectives of others or articulate our own thoughts with clarity. In such instances, the impartiality of a third party can cultivate an atmosphere conducive to open dialogue, bridging the chasm of misunderstanding. Proficient facilitators, versed in the art of conflict resolution and communication strategies, not only facilitate empathetic acknowledgement of each party's viewpoint, but also steer discussions towards constructive problem-solving. In the broader context, counselors and mediators armed with specialized training empower individuals to nurture robust relationships by imparting invaluable conflict resolution skills and communication techniques. It's crucial to remember, within the ethos of Stoicism, that seeking assistance isn't an admission of weakness, but rather an embodiment of wisdom. It reflects a steadfast dedication to seeking mutually beneficial solutions and investing in personal and relational growth. Through embracing external support, one can navigate the labyrinth of disputes, emerging with newfound clarity and fortified bonds, reaffirming that even amid life's trials, one is never truly alone in their journey towards resolution and understanding. Let's delve into the profound concept of forgiveness. Picture yourself tethered to a colossal rock, its immense weight pulling you downward while its jagged edges puncture your flesh. This burden that shackles you to the past, making progress seem arduous, is none other than resentment. Forgiveness, a treasured gift to oneself, emerges as a formidable tool within the realm of Stoic philosophy, offering liberation from these emotional chains. It's crucial to understand that forgiveness doesn't validate the past actions or behaviors of others. Seneca eloquently reminds us that harboring revengeful sentiments perpetually leaves one with an open wound. Instead, forgiveness stands as a deliberate choice, a conscious decision to relinquish the festering wounds of hurt and bitterness, allowing one to move forward with clarity and inner peace. So, how does one embark on this transformative journey of self-liberation? The first step is to shift the focus inward, acknowledging the profound impact of holding on to resentment on one's overall well-being. The toll it takes on mental and emotional health far outweighs any perceived satisfaction gained from holding on to anger. By prioritizing personal well-being and reclaiming control over one's mental state, the path to forgiveness begins to unfold. Perspective plays a pivotal role in the forgiveness process. It involves broadening one's understanding of the circumstances surrounding the transgression, empathizing with the shortcomings and vulnerabilities of the other party. This shift in viewpoint fosters empathy and diminishes the emotional weight of the situation, paving the way for genuine forgiveness. However, it's essential to distinguish between forgiving and forgetting. Forgiveness doesn't entail erasing the past, but rather releasing the negative emotions tethered to it. Lessons learned from past experiences remain invaluable, but the toxic baggage of resentment and hatred must be relinquished. Forgiveness is not a one-time act, but a continuous journey requiring steadfast dedication. Techniques such as journaling, mindfulness, and meditation serve as invaluable tools in this ongoing process of active forgiveness. It's crucial to recognize that forgiveness is a gift bestowed upon oneself, not the transgressor. By extending forgiveness, one liberates oneself from the shackles of bitterness and animosity, ushering in a newfound sense of joy, serenity, and emotional resilience. Moreover, forgiving oneself is equally imperative, fostering self-compassion and paving the way for personal growth and transformation. In embracing forgiveness, one demonstrates strength and a commitment to personal well-being, transcending the confines of resentment and bitterness. As you exhale deeply, releasing the weight of past grievances, you embark on a journey towards a future imbued with independence and inner serenity. The Stoic approach to conflict, akin to the phoenix rising from the ashes, encapsulates the transformative power of adversity. By embracing conflict as a catalyst for growth and self-reflection, one can harness its transformative potential, emerging stronger and more resilient than before. Remember the sage advice of Epictetus: focus on what lies within your control and accept the rest with equanimity. Through introspection and self-evaluation, disagreements cease to be mere obstacles, but become stepping stones towards personal evolution and enlightenment. Absolutely, let's further explore the transformative journey of mastering Stoic principles, particularly focusing on controlling our reactions, a formidable superpower within the Stoic arsenal. This journey not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also empowers us to navigate life's complexities with grace and fortitude. Begin this journey of self-mastery by delving deep into your psyche, exploring the triggers that ignite your emotions. Reflect on past experiences and consider the circumstances or interactions that consistently evoke negative feelings within you. By shining a light on these triggers, you take the crucial first step towards gaining control over them. In moments of emotional upheaval, it's essential to create a space between stimulus and response. Take a deep breath and grant yourself a moment of mindful pause before reacting impulsively. By cultivating this habit of mindfulness, you empower yourself to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively, thus reclaiming agency over your actions. Shift your perspective to gain a clearer understanding of the situation at hand. Challenge automatic beliefs and consider alternative viewpoints. Ask yourself probing questions. How might others perceive this situation? What positive aspects can I glean from this experience? By reframing your perspective, you open yourself up to more constructive responses, thereby transcending emotional reactivity. Next, deliberate carefully on your chosen response. weighing the potential outcomes of different approaches. Consider whether responding with anger or frustration aligns with your long-term goals and values, or if maintaining composure and assertiveness would be more conducive to achieving a positive outcome. Remember that each response holds the power to either escalate or de-escalate a situation, so choose wisely. Like any skill worth mastering, honing the ability to control your reactions requires consistent practice and effort. Experiment with various responses in challenging situations, gradually building emotional resilience and self-control. Embrace each opportunity as a chance for growth and refinement, knowing that each step forward brings you closer to embodying the Stoic ideal of inner tranquility amidst life's storms. Maintain your composure under pressure, making intelligent decisions even in the face of adversity. By staying grounded in your principles and values, you cultivate an unwavering sense of inner strength that serves as a beacon of calm amidst the chaos of life. These Stoic-inspired techniques not only help us transform disagreements into opportunities for growth and understanding, but also empower us to become stronger, more confident versions of ourselves. Through diligent practice and unwavering dedication, we unlock the true potential of Stoicism as a guiding philosophy for living a life of purpose, resilience, and inner peace. In essence, the journey of mastering our reactions is a profound exploration of self-discovery and empowerment. By harnessing the wisdom of Stoicism, we transcend the tumultuous currents of emotion, emerging as architects of our own destiny and stewards of our inner peace.